Anyway, so I saw a health code violation.
Yes.
Last week.
Okay.
It was last week. I'm on my way into the radio station to do an evening shift, which begins at 7 p.m.
Yeah.
It is 6 p.m.
Okay.
I am tired. So I stop at a convenience store that shall remain nameless.
Which one?
However, it rhymes with Feed May.
11.
Oh.
The one on Fishinger Road near Mill Run.
Yeah, I know the one.
So I stopped there because Feed May.
Why? That's out of your way.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
No, it's not. I go down Fishinger to Riverside Drive and straight into the station. It only takes me 15 minutes.
Okay.
Anyway.
I have a rewards card to that one.
Do you?
Yes.
They work at every one of them.
I'm getting worried.
Okay, so
I have a lot of points to spend.
I have 145,000 points. I don't know what to do with them. Anyway, so I go to Feed Mays.
Yes.
Because Feed Mays carry a very particular brand of energy drink that I like.
Okay.
Okay, there's one brand of energy drink that I really, really like. All other energy drinks to me taste like melted sucrettes.
Okay.
But this one actually tastes like a soda.
Cheetos.
Okay.
And Cheetos, yes. And Feed Mays are the only place that consistently carry them.
Mm-hmm.
And on my way to the radio station from where we are, I technically passed 3 Feed Mays.
Yes.
But this is the most convenient one to get to. So, yeah, there's the one on Cemetery Road, the one on Fishinger Road, and the one on Riverside Drive.
Yeah, you go a weird way.
So anyway, it was very hot that day. It was 93 degrees at 6 o'clock in the evening.
Yeah.
And that particular Feed May was rather busy. All of the pumps had cars on them. All of the parking spaces were filled. So I had to park kind of on the opposite side of the parking lot behind some of the pumps.
Yeah.
So it was quite a walk to get up to the door. And as I'm walking up, I noticed there's a Feed May employee standing outside the front entrance, smoking.
Suddenly you're in an episode of the Brady Bunch.
And he was smoking.
Greg.
I noticed this many times because their smoking station is right there at that door. They have that new ashtray that they have where it looks like.
But you got to consider me behind on ashtray technology.
Okay. I always thought it was weird that the smoking station was right outside the front door where people have to come in and come out. However, that's really the only place they can put it. So this employee is standing there smoking.
Wait. What's with the ashtray?
Well, that's where you can tell that's where the smoking station is because that's where the ashtray is.
I know, but you were about to describe the ashtray like it was some.
The ashtray has
space age thing.
the ashtray. The ashtray.
Now.
Like
I don't
the
smoke,
Apollo
but I
11
The
wanna
ashtray
know.
looks like a Hershey's Kiss.
Maybe I'll start smoking if it's a cool ashtray.
It looks like a Hershey's Kiss.
Looks like a Hershey's Kiss.
Looks like a Hershey's Kiss.
Let's see,
It's
get
got
the
this
kids
round
in on
bottom and then a stem that goes all the way up.
with a little flaggy thing that comes out of
Almost,
it.
yeah.
Okay.
Looks like if you rub it, you get a genie.
Exactly. That's exactly what it looks like.
I can't picture it, so go on.
Okay. Anyway, next to the ashtray is an ice cooler where one would buy a bag of ice.
It's a good place for it.
Right. They're usually right outside the doors of most convenience stores in America.
Yeah.
Although I never understood why.
Convenience.
But couldn't I just grab a bag of ice and run?
You could, but if they're right next to the door, the employee can see you.
What if I
Closer
wore
for them to not do anything about
It's closer for them to not.
Deadpool Batman costume? Then
Well, then you're going to get away with it.
Okay.
So I'm walking, and it's taking me a while to walk up to the door because I have quite a distance to traverse. And so I'm watching this employee, and it's really, really hot, and they're smoking. And I watch them as I can see it in their head. I can see the thought forming. And they turn and they look at the ice cooler, and they open the door to the ice cooler with their lit cigarette. And they climb inside the ice cooler and sit down on a bag of ice and then close the door as much as they can with a lit cigarette.
Genius. That's what I say.
27 health code violations is what that is.
That
Lit
is
cigarette
genius.
and their buttocks, because they were wearing shorts, on what's technically a consumable.
That is fire safety.
How tall was this person?
They were probably, well, they were the female persuasion, and so they were maybe 5'2".
How to close the door?
Put the lock on.
Well, no, they had one leg sticking out, so if I had closed the door, it would have hurt. Coming the opposite direction from where I'm coming, but also heading towards the front door, is a rather large lady who sees this happening and goes, "Ha ha ha! Ha ha ha! You're dirty!" And then goes into the store. By the time I get up there, this employee has been sufficiently shamed and has come out of the ice cooler, put their cigarette in the Hershey's Kiss, and has gone back into the store.
Why would they be dirty?
I don't know, but the ice was dirty.
A little ash didn't kill anybody.
But their buttocks on the ice. Do you really want to take those ice? And now most people
It's wrapped in plastic.
Okay.
Now,
So if you go to a restaurant and find out that the people were in the back sitting on your food, but it was wrapped in plastic, that's okay.
well, no, this is different because you know how when you pull the ice out and it's just like one gigantic ice cube
With
and
a
you have
butt
to
imprint.
Yeah, you have to smash it on the ground or hit it with a hammer to actually get cubes out of the bag you bought. Pre-melted.
I don't need an ass groove in my ice.
Again, I'm going to say you go to Burger King, so where you put the bar, I can't find it.
Anyway, I called the Board of Health.
Did you?
I looked up. I went to the feedme.com website. I looked up the store number and I called the City of Columbus Board of Health. Wow. And I said someone needs to go and destroy that ice. before some poor soul consumes it in their beverage. That ice must be melted and destroyed.
You know, you probably had butt print ice before. You just didn't know it. You're fine. The human body can handle diseases and germs. You don't even know.
And you want to know what the worst part?
Hey, no. On this stuff, I try to think, you know, I watch a lot of news. Mm-hmm. I read a lot of news.
Yeah.
Have I ever heard of anyone being rushed to the hospital? You know, the anchor says, in a believed case of butt print ice.
Well, think of it from another way. If you went and bought it,
so it must be fine.
If you went and bought a bag of ice, and then after you bought it, noticed that it had cigarette ash all over it, would you not be disgusted?
I'm more disgusted by the cigarette ash, and I need to see the person we're talking about to determine my level of upset.
You would be very upset.
Would I? Okay. Well, okay.
I'm thinking about
just
starting a
get
company called Butt Print Ice, actually. I think that'll catch on.
Do you have that at Trade Geek?
Are you ready for the worst part of the story?
You could do like butt print ice sculptures.
I could with
of like
ash.
Batman and like.
And make them out of ice and ash.
You could.
The worst part of the story.
Oh.
I thought we hit that.
We were there.
They were out of my particular brand of energy drink.
No.
And
What is your brand of energy drink?
Full Throttle.
Well, I don't think
Full
you want to know
Throttle
where they've
flavor.
been storing that.
Citrus or the blue agave.
Okay.
Both are good.
I'm not familiar with either of those.
And if I have to go, if they don't have that, then I have to go Mountain Dew Amp, and that tastes awful.
You sound like you were really worried about this whole ice situation, that you still went into the store to look for the thing you came to get.
Well, it wasn't in the ice cooler.
But you don't know where it's been. Now the standards are out the window, right?
Well, I will make sure it's not covered in cigarette ash before I purchase anything there again.
what happened was, while you were gawking at the ice person, somebody got the last Full Throttle.
You know, something that's probably true.
Yeah.
So now it's even worse that she did that.
Well, that's on you.
That is your fault.